Hello Gemini, this is going to be your September new moon reading for September 28th. I'm going to get one of these cards here to get just a general idea of what you might be going through around this new moon time. Well, if these guys will shuffle. We'll do that anyways. Hope you all have had a good September. It's nearing the end. Man, it went fast. I will be rolling out October readings. Probably next month, or next week. Next month, well, actually, duh. But next week, I will be rolling out the October readings. So that'll be really cool. I'm excited. I'm actually really enjoying doing these for you guys. Complete passion here. Alright, go the distance. Now, this whole card is about endurance, determination, motivation, and all of those words you would use to win a race that is lengthy and hard, very difficult race. So you may be feeling that completion, okay, Gemini? Maybe you are at a completion, maybe you're going through the end of a cycle, or you're just starting a race and you recognize that you're going to have to go the distance for a dream or a goal that you have in mind. All right. Very cool card, Gemini. I dig it. I totally dig it. Let's see if we can get some tarot cards. Get a little bit more information. We have Libra season coming in full effect right before this new moon. So there's a lot of balancing that's still going to be going on that we've been going through since Virgo season, really. You know, it's a lot of that planning and balancing. So maybe you're getting ready to start something new, or maybe you're wrapping something up. However, it's going to be victorious, because when we've gone the distance and we've you know, done the whole race and rallied, we really get to feel that sense of accomplishment. It's good stuff. All right, there's our first two cards. Look at that. We have Knight of Cups coming up, the Emperor. Ooh, nice. Nine of Wands. You have the Lovers coming up and the World. And yep, that's exactly what I was saying. And it's funny because I was going to say the World card when I was saying a cycle or completion when we were talking about that card. But I just thought it instead. That happens to me often. Oh, your underlying card. I almost forgot. Now this is sometimes a card of chaos, because we can maybe sometimes feel greedy or out of place. However, this is a card to recognize our path and to recognize what's worth it. Now, is it worth it to grab these two? Is it really worth it because you have so many? You know, it's that kind of worth it. It's, you know, if I carry these two, am I going to drop everything? Is being greedy worth it? This can also signify a card of maybe even losing something, okay, because you were so busy not really thinking about it, you've left something behind. So that can come out in many different ways, but this will be an underlying energy for a lot of you, and the sevens is the path. So your path will be a lot of what's underneath a lot of these cards here. All right. We have going the distance, and then we have Knight of Cups. So with your going the distance that you may have just completed, or you may be starting because of this World card over here, there is some love, though. There's some action around love. And this doesn't have to be relationship love. This can just be like emotion and a love feeling towards something, some endeavor and experience that you want to have. You know, some kind of something that's driving you forward, because knights always signify some sort of action. Now with the wings here, it's almost kind of lofty. This knight can be sometimes, you know, considered like very, what's the word, flirty, okay, and lofty and lofty, or whatever that word is, where they just don't really stick in one place. So he's just floating along with his cup, so happy and feeling so good, and wanting to really share that with somebody, something, or with themselves in some kind of a spiritual way. So that may be you, Gemini. You may be feeling really good about something, and you're ready to show somebody what's in your cup, share it, and you're doing action towards it. What does that action look like? I don't know. But the Emperor is coming up, which means it could be control. Now, this isn't a bad control. The Emperor actually signifies very balanced control. Okay, there's that control of self, control of thoughts, control of feelings, okay, and keeping a maintained and balanced kingdom because he rules the entire earth. He's not just a king, he's the emperor. Okay, in the world of terror, he's the one. He's in charge, the big boss. And he's always ready to fight. However, he's very comfortable as well. So he always wears his armor. But he also maintains that very comfortable and, ready for balance in both worlds. The Emperor can sometimes signify that we have realized something. Okay? We have realized something in ourselves. The Emperor realizes what his role is in everything that he does. He realizes he has to maintain. He realizes that there's seasons. He realizes that there's, fate and destiny. Some things he can't control. He realizes life. That's that Ankh there. So the power and the fire behind the energy is all about leading and recognizing. This is self-realization of our own power. Okay, he knows his power, but he doesn't flaunt it, right? It's that beautiful balance, realization. Now, with the Emperor coming out with this Knight of Cups, it really feels like and you've realized what it is that makes you happy, and you're just going to go for it. So that really makes me feel like you have either just come through this huge cycle feeling like an entire new person, or you're getting ready to start something because you've had a fire lit underneath you. Like fire here, Emperor, poof, he's ready to rock. This guy's ready to rock. This guy's realized he has been in a burdensome situation for far too long. The nines always signify the end of something. So as that full moon that just came on September 14th, something may have ended for you. It ended for a lot of people, trust me. All of us experience some kind of closed door. Okay, that can be in relationships, work, travel, experiences that we do on day to day. It can be, a plethora of different things in our lives, but it definitely culminates. This is a signifying card of culmination. He has been building this fence, essentially in the background, this wall, since day one, since it was a really passionate idea. The Ace of Wands. When he had just one wand, it was passionate, it was exciting. And when he had two wands, he made the choice to keep going forward. And with each step, he has finally come to the realization that this wall is complete. And it's done. There is no more to do here. His work is no longer needed. If he continues to work on this fence, it's really just tedious minor details, and it's wasting his time. It's a self-realization of burden. Passion is no longer there. Look how bored he looks. That does not look like passion. He's like, gosh, worn out. Look, his head's all wrapped up. He is worn out. It is not fun anymore. It's not passionate. So whatever is happening over here is definitely different from this. And it feels like this whole new energy spurt for you, this new endurance and going the distance, is because of the realization that this is burdensome and I don't want it and I'm ready for new stuff. And that brings us over to the Lovers. Now, a lot of people like to think of the Lovers as a relationship card, and yes, it can be. It can absolutely be a relationship card. However, it actually signifies a decision. Well, why? Because even in love, even in destiny, there's still a decision because there's free will. Okay, these two people still have a decision to come together. And this doesn't have to be two people coming together. This could just be a decision in your life to go towards what you love. Coming together with yourself and recognizing what you want and what you love moving forward. That's that going the distance. Knowing that you love yourself and you have enough passion and drive to go the distance. So the Lover's card is all about choice. It's really a decision, not necessarily around relationships. This could be, that work thing that you're really excited about and you're ready to master. And you're done with your position that you're in currently. You're ready to move on, and you're ready to show everybody your passion. That's that feeling here, is that something has been realized, that it's really burdensome. And that brings us to the World. The world definitely says something has ended. You have gone from ace of all suits. Essentially, that's what's perceived or in what's the word I'm looking for? That is what is indicated when we get the world, is that we have gone through every single tarot card and we have learned the lessons, we have gone through the barriers, we have obtained new knowledge, and we've won that race. This and this are really a lot alike. Okay, see, it almost seems like she is wrapped up in the flag that she just ran through because it was a race. When we're going through the knowledge of this cycle, okay, we get that laurel wreath. This could be considered the Ouroboros, It's infinite cycles of self-realization. I love this reading for you guys. Really, really cool. And the colors, this purple here is, it's really signifying something important. So this could really be a love for you. I don't know why I'm being really drawn to this, but it's almost like there could be a commitment, a baby, a marriage. Something happens, and a lot of it's just recognizing who you are and what you have to offer, and just being tired of the stuff you've been doing. So let's get some clarifying cards for you, Gemini, and see if we can make a little bit more sense of some of this energy that's going on. Now, I did announce a sweepstakes, woohoo, for any of you that are interested in winning a tarot deck that has been unopened. I will put a video at the end of this video that you can click on. That'll give you more details, and so you can check it out. Really excited about it. It's been about a month since I've been on YouTube now, and so the giveaway seems just right. Alright, let's get some cards. See what else we can figure out. What's going on with you? Yee, we got cards flying everywhere. Let's take a pause here. Oh yeah, this could definitely be a relationship for some of you Geminis. Getting married or going to the next level in your relationship. Maybe even, that level of building family. Like I said, it could be that marriage. Some of you are going to act like everything's just good. Looks like here with this 9 of coins coming out. Whoa. We're having an explosion of clarifying cards here for you, Gemini. Oh, look, a card popped out without me even seeing it. Okay. Now this is a really interesting spread to jump out on top of this. I just want to say. Now, check this out. This is a 5 of Swords. This is the 7 of Swords. Now, as you can see, now this is a path. It indicates here that he's won all of these swords. Okay? Here, it's like he's won so many swords, he doesn't even know what to do with all these swords. Like, it's almost like an overabundance. Too many. Too much. What's all this worth? So again, it asks you, what's all this worth? And with the 5s, we're always asked about our belief. So we have your path here is your underlying energy, okay? And we had the star under there. I thought I was just checking that out for a second. That means, that you're being guided. So a good indicator here is that you may have been questioning your belief, what you believe in. And maybe you weren't moving forward. Maybe this whole new cycle that you've been through really taught you a lot about yourself, to the point of where you're actually ready to do something kind of new. And I feel like it's like you've been doing so much fighting and so much, almost like negative thoughts have been coming through, and just a negative situation in your life, and you're just done with it. You're just done with it, and you're ready to move on to something that feels better, something that's more joyful, something that's more in line with what you want, and what you desire in your experience. And I can't even explain why this card has popped up a couple times now. It's one of the most difficult cards for me personally to read because it's a belief. It's a belief about your thoughts. It's almost like you truly believe your own thoughts to the point of self-sabotage. Okay, that's really what it comes down to. And with it coming up with this Knight, it's almost like you've abandoned this idea. You've abandoned the idea that your thoughts. You've abandoned your thoughts, old ways. Maybe you've come through this new cycle with a new way of thinking and feeling, because this is thoughts, this is feeling, and they are absolutely contradicting each other. These two cards are. So some of you may be just having some really, really negative thoughts, maybe negative thoughts about emotion. But this card right here, it's the big one, and it's going towards the Emperor. And it's saying offering and sharing. That's key here. That is key in action. That is what the Knight does. He goes forward to show, share, and showcase what he has in his cup, because he wants to learn more about it, plus receive, and learn and get that action going around his emotions. So this card is almost like abandoning thoughts, abandoning and disregard almost. It's very, very interesting dark energy right here that almost like sets a cloud over this. I'm not really sure what that is. It's almost like maybe you don't believe in yourself enough to go the distance. Or maybe your past has given you the comparison that if you try something again, if you try to share your cup or show your cup, that you're just going to get what you've gotten before. And that's just negative thinking. That's just setting yourself up for failure. So definitely check in with yourself. If you need to do some healing around your past, do that, Gemini, because with this new race coming up and things moving forward with you with new opportunity, okay, there is no need to let history define where you're headed now. All right, now we have the Chariot coming up, and this is so cool because this is that balance I was talking about that the Emperor has, and he maintains at all times. He keeps his head and his heart in check so that he can drive forward at all times. There is no worrying about it if you have both going the same way. Now, if head and heart decide to go different directions, bam, that Chariot's breaking down, stuck. He has to stop, take stock of what he's got to do, fix some things, and it can really, really make some resistance and barriers to our potential forward. The Emperor knows not to ever put himself in those types of situations where head and heart will go different directions. So it's that strength, that inner knowing. That's that Aries card. That's that leader, knowing that every move he makes will inadvertently and advertently affect everything in his environment, in his kingdom. So the Chariot's that path again. What's worth it to you? What is worth it? What can you do to maintain your belief and that forward motion? This is huge. This is a big deal here with this Chariot coming up with Emperor. It's really about owning, standing in your power, ditching that old ideas. That's what that feels like. Old ideas and old beliefs that no longer serve this new you that has come out of this new cycle. Really powerful stuff here, guys. All right, we have that burden. Well, it's almost like you abandoned the burden because you fell in love. That's what this looks like. It's like you were building this fence and you're like, man, this is amazing. And then you find something else that just really just gets you so passionate feeling and in love emotionally. This could be a hobby. This could be your position in your work. This could be a new information piece that just really gets you excited and gets you loving something. This absolutely could be that relationship that I was talking about over here, that I'm feeling very heavily for a lot of you. But it is that choice again. Look, number 2, I choose. So you're choosing to walk away from this burden, and you're choosing love. So whatever it is for you, Gemini, it's going to be different for every Gemini. But you're choosing love. You're choosing to go for something. That's what this is. You're choosing to go forward with it. Whatever it is. Whatever you're choosing, you're like moving to the next level. And it's a big level because you had the world. So it's like you went to this huge cycle, huge transformational of self and everything that you know. And now you're a completely new person and you're ready to go on to some things that maybe you were afraid of in the future. Or, I mean, in the past, prior to you going through this. Now you have that decision, right? That choice. And I feel like before, like I was saying, you didn't want to move because you tried to act like everything was good. Everything's good here. I'm just in a cage. Yes, I look nice and I'm getting fed. Yes, I realize I'm in a cage, but I look nice and I'm getting fed, so I'm good. This is that gilded cage. Now this 9 is a lot like this 9. It's a burden. This burden, however, we don't even notice it a lot of the times. So it's an unfortunate burden. It's a burden. It's the gilded cage. It's like this beautiful jeweled cage that we are sitting in and we're just accepting of it. We don't need to do that though. We need to move forward and recognize that this no longer serves us. Okay, we can move forward to the legacy, to the larger part of ourselves. That next level stuff that I'm talking about. And really making that decision to get out of the cage. That's that. Yeah, it's good right now. You know, you can act like, why change anything? It's good right now. And it's like, but why wouldn't you want to go for a little bit more? Why can't it get better? Why is it assumed that this is the best it's going to be? No, things can always get better, y'all, especially when we're making decisions that are based on love and knowing ourselves and trusting. So with this world and this 3 of swords coming up here, that absolutely validates more of this. You had some pain and some past pain that has been debilitating you from moving forward. Some kind of fear due to your past. You know, our brains are so historical. They want to take every new situation and verse it against something we've been through. And if this thing we've been through in the past was really painful, that really makes us apprehensive to do it again. So, you know, maybe this realization of I'm a new person, I know what I can do to keep this balance because of all this stuff I know about my kingdom and my head and my heart. And this decision, man, it outweighs the pain you've been through. Okay, Gemini, you have been through pain. But this is all about healing. It's all about healing those doubts and those feelings that you can't. Can't does not exist when you're going the distance. When you've made a decision to go to the distance, you know, you don't get to have this moment of, no, it's not for me, because it looks like all this is for you. All this good that's trying to come in is for you. So take it, Gemini. It looks like it's going to be an amazing new moon for you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all the new subscribers and everybody commenting and liking. It's been helping me grow my channel. As you know, I'm pretty new on here, so I'm really excited to be doing this. And it's awesome to be sharing all this stuff with you guys. So definitely don't forget to subscribe. It definitely spreads the word. And hit the bell button because you will get notified when I update videos, or I guess when I upload videos, and you will, you know, get all that good information. I will be uploading some stuff for October. Check out the sweepstakes stuff at the end of this video, and take it easy, Gemini.